And we're doing the lessons under the topic, who is the Christ? What is the Christ? What we are learning, we are opening to the experience by releasing the doubts. The false identity. Hi, Asa. Oh, beautiful flowers there too, lilies. Did you have a birthday? Yeah.
Lilies of forgiveness.
I can smell them. It smells so good. But how can illusions satisfy God's Son? That's what we're going to ask today. How can illusions satisfy God's Son? Lesson 272. Father, the truth belongs to me. My home is set in heaven by your will and mine. My home is set in heaven by your will and mine. Can dreams content me? Can illusions bring me happiness? What but your memory can satisfy your Son? I will accept no less than you have given me. I am surrounded by your love, forever still, forever gentle, and forever safe. God's Son must be as you created him. Today we pass illusions by. And if we hear temptation call to us to stay and linger in a dream, we turn aside and ask ourselves if we, the sons of God, could be content with dreams when heaven can be chosen just as easily as hell, and love will happily replace all fear. Jesus is inviting us to be on to those temptations. If we are tempted to stay and linger in a dream, we turn aside and ask ourselves if we, the sons of God, could be content with dreams when heaven can be chosen just as easily as hell is, and love will happily replace all fear. Yeah. Today we pass illusions by. How can illusions satisfy God's Son? Okay, let's be with that question. How illusions possibly can satisfy God's Son? So we meditate, we allow our minds to sink inward. Let go of all form, let go where you think you are in time and space. Just find your present being. So we have a calling that says, be not content with littleness. You don't need to settle for illusions. The vast presence of love and oneness is you. You can allow the awareness, the experience of how no illusion can satisfy your holy self. The vastness of who you are will come to you. It's all there is. All little problems fall to the side, melt away. In the magnificence of who you are. You can peacefully step back and rest. In this alert presence, this awake stillness. There is time for you to allow for this. You can allow and cultivate this desire in you, this desire to use time for this. How could you ever think that you needed to take care of yourself? When all you need is to remove your own plans and ideas and let care take you. The care, the capital C, the care of spirit. And just go forth in joy and lightness. Allow the symbols of the world to be in service of your awakening. The symbols, the people, maybe the rules. You see them as little supportive symbols. If they're helpful, they will stay for a while. If they're not helpful, they will fall to the side. Just release that doubt, that block, or nothing can stand in the way. We don't have to protect illusion or try to keep illusion alive out of fear. And I'm seeing the symbol of the sunflower. The sunflower is just is. And the sun, the warmth of the sun makes it grow and makes it open, big, bright, but it's just because the sun shines on it. It's the conditions. The sun, it's like trust. It's even more safe to be who you are and trust God. But it is like a sunflower. It's a communion. The light opens the flower. But it's also not concerned when it dies in the fall, when it withers away, it dries up. There's nothing left of it. It can blow away in the wind. Maybe the seeds are eaten or planted. But there is no concern in the sunflower. And this is, we can let illusions just fall like that. Because we are not illusions. We are the presence. We are the light, not the light of the sun, the light of God. Even the sun is an illusion. The sun and the moon and whole earth. The whole solar system. Some grand illusion. But we don't need to bother about it. When we step back and rest in God, rest as spirit, we do allow the illusion to fall away, the illusion to maybe serve us for a while. Spirit will use it to help us undo all the unhelpful beliefs. All the unhelpful beliefs. Spirit will use every detail of the illusion, every little detail you have believed in can be turned from what you thought it was into service, into the service of your highest good. And it will melt away in that process. And if you have anything that is lingering or hard to understand or release in your mind, you can share. We can open up for sharing here. Okay, Megan. Hello, Megan. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
So glad to see you. I find it really scary. I find it really scary to let go of future planning. And I don't know if I don't understand it or if I'm just, it's just such a hard knot to let go of in my mind. Because usually I, operate from a system that I have to control things. Sometimes I go in the opposite direction and I don't control anything, but that also feels like a shadow of the original control. And so, I don't really find the balance functionally in my daily life, or I think really spiritually, because I feel so responsible for the events that occur, even if I know that I'm not.
Yeah. It's the same problem to plan your future or to abdicate completely. It's the same thing. That the only way is to start to open to guided planning. Let guidance plan for you. Start to, or even to when you don't plan, let also that be guided.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, there are many times the calling is to, there is no plan to make. And in that situation, just to be guided, to be open, to stay in the communion experience. Because with our past learning, that we want something to happen all the time because we don't want to face the deeper fear. But as we stop, or even just pause, even just to pause for 10 minutes, we can start to face the fear instead of planning, instead of filling up the time with a distraction, with a fearful, superficial doing of something. We can allow ourselves to do whatever that is that we want to do after we reconnect first with spirit. If the desire is still there, it's very useful.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah.
And
my mind got caught up in being responsible, and it's just sat in the meditation. This can't be right, to my mind just like feeling. There was something about the washing machine, and that got stuck in my mind, and it was like, I can let that go. And then straight after, I was still on the Wi-Fi, and Megan put a message out, she couldn't get in, she needed the link. So then I'm responsible for finding the link, and it's like, I don't even know where the link is. But it's like where my mind's going with those seemingly little things. It's like, I can't be present. And it's like, well, that can't be right. And I remembered last night, with the dogs, that I'm a little bit scared of the dogs coming out and barking at me and following me up the road. So I tend to avoid going out. But it felt strongly prompted last night to go for a walk and listen to, like a walking meditation, which you'd mentioned. It's like, well, that really brings me right in, like to every step I take and every movement I make. So I felt like I could, like just hold on to Jesus really and do that. And it actually worked for a short time, not for the whole experience, but I knew not to, like to try and force it. It was like just a gentle little walk and then back in. No dogs appeared. It was not even any barking dogs from the houses or anything. I thought, that's really gentle. No, don't look, like to the next walk or anything. That's okay. But like I said this morning, the same kind of it's the same feeling, but it seems to be a different thing, this sense of responsibility. And I was able, again, to let go of that sense of responsibility. And as soon as I let go of it, Megan said, "Oh, I found it." And I'm like, "Oh, great." You know, it was like immediate. So it's like, yeah, it's possible. And that's, you know, it's just knowing that it's possible to not be distracted by those things. But it feels very strong in me, you know, this like, oh, I can't be okay until that's dealt with. So that's the, you know, the prayer really, that I remember. And I was listening to I'm doing some subtitling, and I was listening to the talk between you and Dirk, and you said, and what came into my mind was, it's a call to innocence. It's a call to innocence. That's like, yeah, well, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a call to responsibility, it's a call to innocence.
Yeah.
And when you release your responsibility, the problem is released too. Megan finds the link, or, you know, something gets solved.
Yeah. And there's a fear under that I've done something wrong somehow, you know. So it's releasing that fear.
Yeah. That's beautiful, because you need the doing, you need these responsibilities for you to release that fear that you have done something wrong. Almost like you can see them as gifts to release the fear.
Yeah.
Because you
went there, so we didn't quite hear you, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, just releasing the fear.
Yeah, to see those doings that come your way as opportunities to release the fear, to trigger the fear. So they must be little prompts, little illusions that come with the message you're neither on the doing or the doer. Neither of them. But the fear says you are all of them. And it's very heavy and responsible. But it's a huge invitation. Cast your cares upon him, because he cares for you. That's all it is. Any request in form, any responsibility coming your way, it's an invitation. Cast your cares upon him, because he cares for you. An old biblical message, but you know, you can translate it in modern words. Let go your worries. Leave them to the one. Give them over to the source, because it sources you. Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to share.
Go for it.
Because last night, I had an experience, and it was so important for me, because I was feeling really disturbed. And I went for a walk, and then there was so many fearful thoughts in my mind, and I start just share loud, and and just start share all my fear. And was like I was inside this bubble with a lot of thoughts there. Then as long as I was sharing and I was crying and I was praying, I was putting all my heart in this sharing. Suddenly I just realized that, oh my God, those are just thoughts. Just there is nothing happened here. I was just looking at the stone and I could see it. I was there. I was there, they are just thought. And then I came back for a moment, and then I felt peaceful again. And I just start to look at my hands and look at the city, and the moon I was there. And then I said, oh my gosh, it was so important for me, this, because and intellectually I say, those are just thought, let it go. But I could see that for a short moment, I could experience that. Then I feel this relief, this feeling, oh my God, there's nothing happening now, but it's just a trick to keep my mind so preoccupied and so it was really beautiful for me. And I said, oh, thank you.
Profound. Beautiful.
Yes, I feel yes. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, it is so inspiring to let go. So inspiring to just let go. Yeah. Just thoughts. Thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, we need to let go of the seriousness, like when there is that fear and this, maybe future thoughts and seriousness. That's a clue that it's illusion. We got hung up on some belief that we are responsible for our future.
Dirk. Yeah. I'll go next to Dirk, but I see Jonas's hand too.
Good morning, Dirk. Let's see if we can hear you. Yeah, hi.
Good morning. Can you hear me properly with this cable now?
Well, it's usually better without the cable. So...
Okay, so I will without the cable. So
yeah,
better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The cable has a distorted noise in it.
My distortion, one of my distortions here. Yes, the cable. I still use it. So I will.
What is there for you?
It is as if I don't know, but this theme about planning seems important. It fits for me really good in my seemingly situation in my dreams here with all these future thoughts about for example, where to go. So my planning to come to you. I have in my mind still this idea to come in the middle of December, to stay then in January. So that there would be a longer time with you, for me, 6 weeks or so would be great, and to spare Christmas here, to spare out Christmas.
Spare yourself. Yeah.
And all these fears, yeah, and maybe it's a good idea to speak it out here, to let you know, or to give it to the spirit, this plan, this dream, because I have these doubt thoughts. It's about doing and planning, and also my fears about a bodily fear that's comfortable enough for my body to do it, so, or to be guided, or that I'm somehow then a victim of these circumstances, your guidance, even your guidance. I could be a victim about you. I could be a victim of your guidance. So that I cannot do my guidance, or to follow my guidance.
So how could there be such thing?
Yeah. Now I thought about it, it's like a competition between you and me. So that I think there's a mistrust.
Everybody in the Awaken to Love group here they're laughing.
Yeah.
Maybe they have recognition, and maybe they have seen that there is no division. There's no your guidance and our guidance.
Yeah. Because if I think in this personal way to this person here, and that to say I belong to you, and as well, and this way, and to be honest, at the moment I have no other ideas. So I have my things to do, seemingly my plans, my tasks. I don't know where to live, because now I have resigned here my room. So I will be here until the end of November, and then there's this moment now, no idea where to go or where to stay, or that then where will be my address here in Germany for my regular mails, this physical mails. So and to where, so it's quite open, and I often feel this sense not to plan, and as you said, give this not planning also to the Holy Spirit. It was a very interesting idea, because I felt somehow guilt not to plan and not to be engaged so much in these things around me, and to more to let it be and see what comes, or what I hear and see. And yeah, so I have a lot of things seemingly to do, little things, and I don't feel so much guidance to do all these things properly on my own. So yeah. So yeah. So yeah, it would be great to be with you again. So yeah, and it's lovely to see you all. And yeah, thank you for for this room here, for the space. And maybe I pray for guidance. I pray that I will do the lesson today and see what comes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is one guide. It's one guide.
Just keep getting this funny image of like your guidance and our guidance arm wrestling, like, you know, up in heaven. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
It looks more like a hug.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Yeah, the wrestling is the ego thinking there are different guidances, the fear of letting go control, the fear of that could be a sacrifice.
Yeah. And I am guided. It feels that I am let go of control, and it's very fearful to me. Yeah, to let go of control and all these things, and it's quite fearful. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're so loved, and there is so much care, so much more than you know.
Yeah.
For you taking the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week I sat in my car in the city, and I was guided to read in the course. But I have already put on the car electricity with my key, and so I read for an hour, and after that the battery was empty. Now my car is still standing in this parking lot.
The car got very quiet when you were.
Yeah, now I have to see. Okay, it's also funny guidance to read, to rest and read, but now and interesting. Yeah, no control about my car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The car got very still.
Yeah.
Now your car needs to join with another car.
Yeah, it does right now.
It's symbolic.
Yeah.
The power of joining. Yeah. It will come to life again.
Yeah, really, and now it's taken care of by other people. So I had a call and they said, yes, staying here, it's okay. And it's all okay. Yeah, it's safe.
Mhm.
My car is safe without me. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
It's a little dream story. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let us know when you feel ready and you want to talk about the plans. We can.
Yeah.
Further.
Yeah. I will call with my boss again to ask if it's possible to take so much time at once, so 6 weeks vacations. It's these days are available, and somehow I have to take 2 weeks this year. The company says you have to. I say okay. Good message. Yeah,
I love those Germans.
Yeah.
2 weeks vacation.
Yeah. Yesterday I got an email yesterday. You have to use your vacations this year. So,
Yeah, because you used to say we come in January, and then you got 2 weeks for this year. So yeah,
I have two weeks this year, and then 4 weeks of the next year vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Spirit is definitely in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for putting that on the altar, that fear of losing control.
Yeah. Even about not to be with my family during Christmas. To do this old ritual. And it's somehow, is it about worthiness? It's about to let go of control as well. Huh? Yeah, to let go of control. What others could think about me. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. And it's always helpful to let go of a ritual.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go over to Jonas before we.
Yeah. Thank you.
Too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dirk.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's about self-concept and using social media. And for me, I have this fear of going into the old ego, like, look at me, world, look how important I am with my life, which was how I used to be when I was a musician. And there is this belief that every person that ever posts anything just wants attention. And that every person that takes space in the world just wants attention. So I concluded, well, okay, then I better just stop and sign out of this system.
It sounds like you're on to a belief, Jonas. You're on to a belief. It sounds like you're on to a belief there. The belief that everybody's just selfishly wanting attention. There must be a belief there in you that it's just for selfish attention and blowing up the ego somehow, the self-concept. But you just said it in the beginning. You said, I want to change my identity, or you said something like, it's about your identity on social media. And you can use social media not not to expand the vision of Jonas, but of extending the truth, being truly helpful. Maybe that is part of you coming out of the closet, so to speak, with your path on social media, that this is your path and you're all about expanding the truth, not blowing up or boosting the ego self-concept. Maybe that can be your writing,
I was trying to write that yesterday, and I can see how I'm just judging every time I'm writing something about. Then I found the course and I had these experiences, for example, and then the ego is getting at me saying, now you're trying to be special. So it's very difficult for me to stay inspired, because when I'm writing, I'm judging myself for wanting to be special.
It's helpful for you to join a bit with somebody here around what you write, or with Vanessa, because it sounds very helpful. So I think the ego is just very harsh, pointing like, now you're just gonna be special. But if you see it more as a sharing that will help others, that will help and will help you to expand. It's okay to share about expansive experiences. But if the goal is to make a new self-concept that looks good, I think that's where there will be some doubt. And you judge that. But if you do it just, this is truly helpful. This is showing clearly what has been so helpful for you, then it's a whole other perspective.
And then there is this belief also that if I'm inspired, then it will feel like an orgasmic flow of words just coming out like brrr, and I don't feel that, and then I want to stop. and also I feel also blocked in the area of expressing to my parents, and I tried to write that expression, like what I needed to say before they came, and I can see in my mind that I still get into this kind of, I want to explain my mom how to not judge, so I can make damn sure she doesn't judge in the future. And if she judges, I can say, I told you in the paper that you judge. So it's like it's difficult to write anything when the ego is still coming in.
Yeah, you can see that. You can ask, how would love express this to a small child? How would love explain this to someone who's never heard of it? And let go of future thoughts, let go of the role that you're the son here. Just hand over your mother, really.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else before we finish?
Yeah, it's been helpful this morning. Just probably Anne and Vanessa's share. Ava's gone to school this morning.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and just the thoughts that's come up is how I've lost my trust, like through the process of going to school. And there's kind of like beating myself up that I've lost my trust, because now it's happened, it doesn't seem so intense. But then I can see how now I want to focus on, I hope a day is going to be good today. So I feel like I'm doing exactly the same thing again, taking responsibility for a day. But yeah, I just want to put it on the altar and just step back.
Yeah.
And a day can be whatever a day is, and it'll all work out.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And to see if you feel worried about how her day is, that is always something from your past. So it's an opportunity to look at how maybe the fear, how a bad day was for you in school when you grew up, because that's the reference point. That's why there is doubt, because you have some unhealed pieces in your psyche, and otherwise you wouldn't be worried, because this can be seen as, oh, even if she has a bad day, even if she has some obstacles happen to her, it's for her healing. It's to see something, and you can lovingly, be with her when she comes home, and she can share about it, and you can say, yeah, this is how it is sometimes. Some days are difficult, but you'll be okay. You can be safe even if she has a bad day.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of that feeling unsafe if she has a bad day. That there'll be conflict. I don't want that conflict.
Yeah. Well, see, a bad day is an opportunity for healing. Talk through what felt difficult.
Yeah, that's probably been my insight through this process again, is it is for her healing, and I can see she needs to do this to heal what she's got. I'm probably seeing it mirrored back to me. It's in my healing as well, that's going through this, and it's healing for both of us, all of it.
Yeah, because I don't think it would be so intense if you didn't have some scary memories of school yourself.
Yeah, I think there's guilt as well about going to school and the protection. I could feel the protection mode come in this morning. I want to protect her from this day. And really, I don't want to protect her from this day. I want to stay from this day. And, it's just an absolute feeling of anxiety about a day. And then just during the meditation and the words you said this morning was like, just step back, because you can't protect her. You don't want to protect her. You want her to heal what she's doing.
Yeah.
Just feel the anxiety just drop. Like it's probably a bit like what Anne said, it's not my responsibility. My only responsibility is to be there when she comes back.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's her life. Let her have her life and the gift of her day, no matter what it looks like. It's, like you said, it's her healing.
Yeah, thank you.
I hear the word safe parent, like, that's what spirit is, what God is for all of us, and that's the role you play in her life. Safe parents, that can allow anything she experiences to be okay. How could you protect her from anything in life, But that safety that she will feel from you, that is very healing in itself and protective. She will just feel, okay, the world is not such a scary place. People are not scary, they're just people. And they can also be friends, and they can also be very helpful connections.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we saw the movie The Ultimate Gift. Don't know if you've seen the movie, but you should watch it if you haven't, because there's one of there are many gifts in the movie. It's like a series of gifts that is given to a young man who is very arrogant and irresponsible and lazy and prideful. So all the gifts are undoing all of those self-concepts. And one of the gifts is the gift of a day. It came to mind, the gift of a day. It's one of the gifts that come towards the end, and the gift of a day was so beautiful and so rich, because there was this deep joining and deep love in this gift of a day.
Yeah, it does feel like it's the best gift I can give her. Like, yeah, just like go and heal what she needs to heal, and I'm probably just controlling it. Like, I'm just realizing it. I'm not gifting her anything if I don't gift her a healing.
Mm. What a gift! What a gift that insight is. I don't give her anything if I don't let her have her healing. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is how we can think also about everyone. Let them have their healing. We don't need to rescue. We're not responsible. But we can be a safe rock. And we have looked at our own healing. Allowed our own healing. Yeah, thanks so much. I wish everyone a really beautiful present moment with this. Okay. Thank you. All right. You can start the day. Feels good. Okay. See you.